Hello, everyone. Today we have the second ASO and user acquisition talks in this Discord ASO community, and I congratulate us with it. This is format of online conversations where we discuss either monthly news or some hot news. So we will try to keep it to 1 hour, and we will record it so you can see it later on our YouTube channel also. There will also be ASO representatives and sometimes external guests. I hope next time you will see one or two external guests on this call. So we will try do it monthly. I mean this talks format, and it's the second time. But today all the speakers are from Red ASO. So I'm glad to introduce you my colleagues, Anastasia Narchuk, ASO specialist from Red ASO, and Mykyta Korzh, user acquisition team lead from Red ASO also, and me, Maxim Melnik, head of ASO from Red ASO. And lastly, I would remind you that we have a promo code from our partners, ASOlytics, for their ASO tool. I can show you it. Give me a sec. I will share my screen. Okay, do you see it? Do you see my screen?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay. So I can remind you that we have a promo code from our colleagues ASOlytics, and we are using this tool also, ASO Busters 10. It's a discount from us through our ASO community. And I'd also like to emphasize that we are not native English speakers, so don't judge us, please. Today we are going to talk about 4 themes, 4 topics. Now I'll show you. Here we are from last month. First topic will be about Adapty's report on app subscriptions. Second, SEP search ads popularity, read drop. Third, new ads options for search tab placement in the App Store. And fourth, it's a new metric in Apple Search Ads. Well, I guess we can start from the first one about Adapty, about Adapty's report. I can share you this screen or their PDF document. Give me a sec. Again, I prepared. To be honest, Adapty shared their state of in-app subscriptions 2024. And for those who don't know, Adapty, it's a service for A/B tests for app subscriptions. So they know a lot about it. And I have their full report here. You can download it by your own. And I want to focus only just on a few slides. First of all, the United States remains the largest market for in-app subscriptions. It takes more than 50% of them, but I don't think this surprised anyone. But what is more surprising is that the number of weekly subscriptions grew by 18%, and now accounts for 55%. So accordingly, the rest of them have decreased, as you see, on like 8% or 6% and so on. So what does this mean, guys? Do we need to focus on weekly subscriptions only? What do you think? And who will be the first? Maybe Anastasia or like.
Yeah, I can share my opinion on that. So actually, I think the LinkedIn has been an important reason for this maybe growth, because I think some news like this can go pretty viral there in ASO communities. Because when some developer or some like product marketer shares that they had success with weekly subscription on their app and shares some nice graphs and how it grew their revenue overall, so everyone else sees this post and is going like, yeah, I would like to do the same. So maybe at least a part of this growth can be driven by some maybe market leaders trying this first or more actively, like adding this to paywall, because sometimes paywalls can have only like two options, maybe monthly and yearly. But then, for example, I don't know, some popular app starts adding on the paywall a weekly subscription, and everyone tries to repeat this, and this can be possibly the cause of at least the partial growth and that kind of stuff. I know this happened to paywall, the long paywalls, right? It was the app. Can you remind me with the? Oh, I know its name. It
Which one? I don't.
was with book summaries. You remember it?
No.
So they did this kind. They did this kind of paywall. They
Like a
were the first
Spotify?
one, and then no, it was short summaries of books. So just my I forgot it. But they did this first. They did a long paywall, and then I'm currently downloading like even like the small apps, and I'm seeing the same exact template for the paywall. So basically all other apps are just trying to repeat and test what like other big guys may be doing in the niche. So I'd like to see, to underline this, if this market share of weekly subscriptions will stay like this, or it will drop maybe after some time, maybe after marketers will realize that it doesn't maybe bring
Yeah.
grow LTV or something. So I'd like to check in after some time if the situation will change. So that's my take on it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mykyta. Do you have any thoughts about it?
Actually, I agree with everything that Anastasia said, because I would not be so sure that weekly subscriptions are much better, accordingly to data which I can see from my clients, and monthly and annual subscriptions, since of the value of these subscriptions are better usually, because even if you have 2 or 3 pay from each client, it's I mean, for LTV, right, it will be much more money from annual and monthly subscriptions than from weekly subscription. And in this case, maybe it's not a point to invest so much to weekly subscription. They are less convertible to money, especially when you work with a paid advertising. So in my opinion, we'll need to wait maybe 6 months, maybe a year, and then I think the situation will be a little bit closer to 2022, and we will see maybe 30-35% of weekly subscriptions, and annual and monthly will be a little bit bigger than now.
Maybe right, yeah. Well, I have a theory that there is a big number of mobile apps now, and maybe that's why users aren't very motivated to paying for a month or a year at once. So therefore, it's okay for them to try for a short time, just weekly, a weekly subscription. Or like the colleague Leah mentioned here, that many developers have replaced 7J trials and like they replaced it with weekly subscriptions. Maybe it's the reason also.
But when you start trial, then usually you forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
And then you pay for all year, maybe $80, $100. And if you forgot about this after 1 week, it's not a big deal. But if you forgot about $100, it's not so good. So it can also improve the rating of application because you will not have a lot of negative comments and ratings.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's a really interesting point. So thank you, and let's go further to the next slide. I want to mention it. Let's share. Yeah, I like this slide. I shared it in Discord also. That both weekly and monthly subscriptions show up to 50% LTV growing in the US. Do you have any opinions? Any, I don't know, hypothesis why it's happened?
Yeah, so basically, in my head, it's not that users are more likely to rebuild their subscriptions. I think it's more related to just overall price changes, especially like we know that Netflix, Spotify, they all raise their subscriptions. Even, for example, I know Spotify doesn't have it as a subscription in-app, but still they started charging users more. So maybe it's just developers adjusting to some new economy because everyone maybe needs more money. Everyone also maybe developers need bigger salaries, marketers need bigger salaries. So I actually question if it's the situation if people are started having bigger lifetime as a app paid users. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I guess Adapty took this into account, and yeah, I agree with you. So we can make a conclusion that probably the average subscription price increased, so it's the main reason. So I assume you're right. Yeah, here. Okay, so let's go next to the next news. Let's go back to Discord in my screen. Okay, next topic about search ads popularity drops. Our colleague Irina wrote a post about re-drop of search ads popularity. I can remind you that Apple has been testing some experiments with it for the last 2 months. And we talked about it in the first ASO and user acquisition talks. So you can review our, you can just watch our video on YouTube. Well, but what has happened? What happened now, or like this month, previous months? SEP dropped again, and it touched several specific types of keywords. Keywords, wait. Give me a sec. Yeah, keywords with symbols in the middle, whatever. You can see, I don't know, dots or commas or anything, dashes, any symbols, any characters. So Apple this SEP for their keywords was dropped. Then Asian keywords with spaces. Also mixed keyword where there was a part in English and part in Asian. And it touched also just some generic real popular keywords like Disney Plus and H&M and keywords with one word also. Well, like as it's written there, it looks like Apple is finally trying to fix bug with search ad popularity because it's a real old situation. But now it touched also popular keywords, like I showed you before. So what do you think about this news?
So I can tell that from my side, it's not a huge deal, but still we have filters in our tool when we're working with semantic core, and we usually don't run advertising on some keywords with sub 5 and lower. So for us, it's just a temporary like mistake or something that we need to find all these keywords and manually start them, because the system will stop them. Yeah, but in general, it's more connected to you guys, to ASO, so it's your topic.
But yeah, I agree with you. But again, yeah, it can be a problem for Apple Search Ads campaigns also, because maybe you you just can think that, okay, Disney Plus, maybe just imagine that you don't know this brand, you don't know this, I don't know, some kind of local brands, and you can imagine that we can imagine a situation when you don't add it because the search ad popularity will be only 5.
Yeah, that's true. For sure. But usually we have a top list of competitors from our clients or from the market. So usually we know these keywords. But yeah, if it's something local from a small country, in this case, we will never know this is a popular keyword. We will just see the data from Apple. So in this case, we will skip it, yes.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. So maybe it's not a real big problem for us, for Apple Search Ads. What about ASO part? And Anastasia, what do you think?
So I've been affected by this on some projects of mine. And so I like the fact that at least in our tool, we freezed the SAP at the moment before it dropped. So it's been really helpful. But in other ASO tools, for example, in Adapty, I know that they show the updated SAP volume. But yeah, it's slightly uncomfortable when you do not have this ability to see what keywords were popular like back then. Because sometimes you can't like sort out all the, even if they, for example, Uptweak started putting notice near keywords that had this significant drop in SAP, but usually to quickly maybe sort important keywords out, you apply obviously filters by SAP, and you will just miss them anyway because you can't like go through all the list of thousands of like keywords with sub 5. So it's really affecting, and I'm hoping for a resolution from the Apple side. I will be happy if they finally manage and fix at least that part of keywords with special characters, like H&M, Disney Plus, and return them the real sub, because it can't be that not a popular keyword. It's in the auto suggestions, so definitely it has to have a high SAP. So hoping hoping for a resolution from the Apple side, but I think they took a good road towards taking this into account, because also would be cool to get rid of the combinations you don't need to. For example, especially works for Asian keywords in Asian languages, because no one, I guess, types there maybe with spaces between the characters. But if you're including this in metadata, then you thought that you should add like each specific character separately into the keyword field, separating it with a comma, so like for better indexation. So this is, at least for Asian languages, it's a benefit to get rid of those unnecessary keywords that probably most likely don't have SAP at all. Yeah.
Have you faced any problems with this on your projects?
Yeah, but currently our tool like froze the SAP for when for 10th of July.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have I think, but yeah, maybe have to double check a bit later.
Yeah, but by the way, we have checked it before this meeting, and the problem is still here for these keywords or for these keywords also. So Apple haven't fixed it yet. Yeah, and well, actually, I think it's a positive update. So I agree with you. But Apple has the strange like conditions because it was they did it automatically. Yeah, as we see, and it turns out that they dropped like everything that has any characters. And or it's mixed it's mixed in different languages, like I mean keywords mixed. So yeah, they definitely need to fix it.
I wonder if they plan at least to fix it or like to bring in a nice like working state to until the autumn, before the conferences and presentations will start, and they maybe will present this as a kind of update, maybe. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's go next to the next news. It will be about search step update. Well, ASO and user acquisition specialists noticed new ads options for search step placement in the App Store, and our colleague Talha highlighted it in the Discord, and also I wrote it in my LinkedIn. And if you don't mind, I'll show you. Sorry, it's not the wrong tab. Okay, this one. I'll show you because we have more examples there. So here, what they can look like. I mean, search tab ads. So let's have a look for several options. It's the first one, second, and the search. And so let's look at again. So probably now Apple running A/B tests and search ads can look like or can look like today tab, yeah, like today tab placement. It's a first option, or it can look like today tab but without background, and third one is just as usual, it's usual search tab, but above the top category block. And yes, you know that probably you know that we there is a block of category top also, which is very noticeable. So I guess we have the similar thing in Google Play search tab. So guys, what do you think? Which option do you like more?
I think the first one, because it's the biggest one, I mean, for advertising. Yeah, but for me, it looks like Apple wants to increase the user engagement time inside the App Store, because we can understand that display campaigns such as Today tab, Search tab, and product pages, they cannot compete with Google or Meta campaigns, right? Because of the total time that user can spend in applications. So if we
Yeah,
compare the average time of, I don't know, using YouTube, and I mean per day or per month, and with the App Store, the difference will be 10 or maybe hundreds of times. So this is why Apple is trying to make this search tab page a little bit more friendly, user friendly, and add some categories that user can spend more time in it. And also, of course, they trying to increase the popularity of using of search tab campaigns,
yeah,
because right now they have, I think, the less value than any other campaigns in Apple search ads.
Okay, but will you use it more often if we have first one option?
Yes, for sure. And I think we will use it more, not because of this actually, but because of our next topic. But we will talk about this later.
Yeah. Okay, I have my own thoughts, but after you, Anastasia.
Yes, so currently I'm happy with Apple updating this ads placement because personally I tested the ads in the you also might like, so in similar apps placement, and I really liked it. It was really cheap. So I actually don't care where the installs are coming from, like from which ads placement in Apple Search Ads. I'm happy because you can maybe buy more cheap installs, which will boost your install base and help also the organic. This is maybe a thing that is often overlooked. So maybe some specialists, ASO specialists, rely mostly on just ASO activities and forget that the paid traffic can significantly boost apps visibility in organic and increase position. Or so yeah, I enjoy it because again, placements that probably will be cheap stay cheap, but is more appealing to the users. And many apps, like I don't know, that have broad audiences, so some games, some utility apps can benefit from this. And yeah, I'm again happy maybe to collaborate with ASA specialists and get more paid installs, which will help the organic also grow as well. But also, yeah, I really like the point of Mykyta that Apple probably is looking to make its App Store more browsable. And yeah, so this is also a nice point. It also can mean more traffic redistribution between maybe just normal organic search, like by keywords, and the browse traffic by exploring different kind of apps. So yeah, I hope it will probably grow. So so nice variety and also better experience for the users as well.
So as I understand, you do you like the first option also?
Just not the last one that is the current one, right? So
Yeah,
at least
it's a
the
current,
next
but
place.
before they, as you know, they're testing this suggestion block up or down or up to let's say around this browse section, around this top categories. So it's the third one is A/B test also. So they're testing this block, suggestion block. I mean.
I like maybe the first and the second option as well, and they look pretty maybe unique at least to users, and maybe like there's some kind of featuring. Some part of users can think of this specific placement as again of some kind of Apple featuring, as it was a thing for in-app events. That a great part of users were thinking that it's some kind of feature by Apple. So looks really like you can buy a nice spot for your app, and much more appealing.
Yeah, well, I agree with you both that I think it's good that they're going to change the search tab placement, search tab, because to be honest, it's the most useless placement among the others right now in Apple Search Ads. And when they update it, it will like this. It will attract more attention and can really convert better. But again, we still have problems. For example, it still remains useful mainly for branded apps. And what do you think, guys, about top categories? Because this block drops attention to itself because there are lots of colors and blah blah blah. And search tab may not work well because of it.
Actually, I think if they will add search tab into each category, it will be perfect. Because if we will be able to start campaigns like for product page with a choose of category, like a similar category for our application, and then you will be able to see this advertisement inside the category, then it will be much better than that we have right now. And also, I think these categories will also increase organic installs, because right now you have the top 10 or maybe top 5 application on one screen, and they can be from the categories that will not really suggested to this user right now. But if you're looking for something special, like you're looking for something from shopping category, you will see top 10, top 15 from shopping, not games, not some lifestyle applications. You will see exactly what you want to see. So this placement can be a little bit more useful compared to what we have right now, because I agree with you 100%. Right now it's almost useless. Usually it's more than $3 or $4 per one install in advertisement, so it's too expensive even for US market.
Do we have any positive case with it?
Yeah, we have few, but this is a really huge brands, so everybody knows them, and I think that people will install these applications even without this search tab advertisement, but they see first here and then they install this application.
How you measure this positive case? I mean, how you value it?
I'm just compared to search. If it's if cost per install lower than the search right now, it's a good case. If it's much more, then it's not good.
Okay. Anastasia, maybe you have any more thoughts about this blog, or if not, we can go next.
And go to the next news.
Well, let's move into the last topic. Where it is? It's online format. Sorry, guys. It's a real talks. Yeah, new reporting options in Apple Search Ads. As you maybe know, maybe not, Apple has added new reporting metrics to Apple Search Ads. You can see the screens there, the screenshot there. And for now, there are not only total installs, but also installs tap through and installs view through. The same applies to new downloads and re-downloads. Give me a sec to open to open their instructions, their menu.
I can explain if you want to what we really have right now.
Okay. Yeah, you can start. I can continue.
Okay, so right now, if we're talking about the innovations, the main changes affected installs, new downloads, and re-downloads, as Maxim said. And I think first we need to explain the difference between these three metrics. So everything is quite simple. The name itself gives us the answer. New downloads are only those downloads from users who have not previously used the application. Re-downloads are from those who previously used the application but then deleted it. And installs are the sum of previous two indicators. So what do we have right now? What's changed? If previously there was only tap-through event recording, that's when the installation was counted for only if the user clicked on our advertisement. Now we have also view through. So in this case, the system, the Apple Search Ads, will count not only clicks, but also those users who did not click immediately, but later installed the application. And we will also have a total, which is actually the sum of two previous ones. So this will mainly affect the conversion from click to install, because in fact the conversion rate can become more than 100% right now, which of course is not really true number, but we can see it right now in our projects. Yeah.
Yeah, and this metric, installs view through metrics. It seems that it's the most interesting because its data partially covers organic search results. Yeah, so maybe you can explain this more, and or maybe I can add about this info.
One more time, what exactly you want to explain?
Yeah, I mean that if we're talking about installs, about view through installs, it touched organic results.
Oh, yeah. So it will touch organic results. In fact, actually, in the end of the day, you will have the same amount of installs because it's only changed what you see in your advertisement manager, right? In ASA. But total will be the same. But right now, if you are running campaigns for your to raise awareness of our brand, so right now we will see more installs in SEA and less installs in organic. So it will be something like a cannibalization. But in the end of the day, you will pay only for these for those users who will click on your ad campaigns. So the cost per install for the top through installs will be the same, and conversion rate will be the same, but the total amount of installs will increase a lot because in this case you will have a lot of installs with view through counting.
Yeah, right. I can add just that if we're talking about protecting our brand or keywords from the first place in organic results, then it seems that everything is cool and gives its results. I mean, if we are just look on this metric, but in fact, organic results have the same problems. Have cannibalization, and it's we can give we can make wrong conclusions after all, and was also partially noted by Simon from AppTweak. He's talking about this problem which I mentioned. You can find his post, his message here. I think Apple trying to. It seems that Apple encouraging us to invest more in ads with this metric because we probably will think that it's cool, it looks cool. This view through data give me cool results. Why shouldn't use it? So that's all. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it looks like it's true because Apple, I think they do everything to increase amount of money that we will pay. So yeah, it makes sense. Actually, I think the most important with this update will be for our displaying campaigns. I mean, to data up, search tab, and product pages, because those tools right now are more like a classic media campaigns to raise awareness of our brand rather than a performance marketing tool. But now with the increase of view through installs, we can spend more for these campaigns because we will see exactly amount of users who will see our advertisement and then install the application. So in this case, maybe these three tools will be more useful right now.
So how are you going to use it in your own projects? I mean, these three new metrics. Well, not three, two new metrics, because tap through we understand, but how you will explain your clients this point that cannibalization is still here, and we have organic results there. So what are going to do with it?
To be honest, right now we're still using the tap-through installs for our clients. So in this case, we see exactly amount of installs from the people who tap to our advertisement and then install the application. So we don't have any differences right now for our usually search campaigns. But I think for the displaying campaigns, we should use the total, because the main idea of displaying campaigns is about to show to the users our application more and more and more, and maybe when they will see it 3-10 times in a row, they will go and find this application and install it. So in this case, it's will be more useful to use the total installs for these campaigns, but still tap through installs for search campaigns.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for your point and for your thoughts. Anastasia, maybe you want to add something about these new metrics?
So I wonder if, for example, which metric did Apple display before in terms of installs and installs? Did they show only the tap through installs, or they already were like counting the tap through plus view through?
They
No,
showed
only
on.
tap through.
Yeah.
Only tap through.
But is it stated somewhere, or is it just our guess?
Well,
No,
as I
we
understand,
compare after update
Okay, yeah.
what we have, and yes, it's still tap through.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, then cool. So that's
So previously we had
maybe-
only installs total, which was tapped through, and now in installs total, you can see that it's total number of tap through and view through, new downloads or read downloads.
And so maybe overall I'm a little bit happy about adding this metric, because it's nice. Yeah, we know in theory that when people see some ads for a couple of times, or even they can see it just one time, then see our again app in organic, for example, and install it through there. I know, for example, Google Analytics has this report with the last step of maybe attribution, but they were showing the full path where user went from. For example, he saw your ad first and he saw you in organic. Then it's installed through, I don't know, display banner finally. So it's nice when the providers of this data, so Apple itself, starts to give this kind of additional metrics, so we can maybe dig into it and trying to get some insights of those stats. And about how this can be used, maybe for example in ASA, so I'd like to maybe run some campaigns for, I don't know, half relevant keywords, just to maybe grab attention of users. So you know that because it's half relevant, or maybe even not relevant at all, okay, we can try and complete an unrelevant keywords, because we won't get any impressions. But if it's half relevant, then at least we will be seen by users, and see if they just will install us in this specific campaign after some time, if it will convert into some installs. Because I had an experience running ads for brands that are not even our direct competitors. They were very, very far away from us. And we still had nice results and nice RPU. And I would like, for example, to invest some test budget into this kind of campaigns to see how it will convert into the installs by view through.
Well,
So,
it's what do you mean? It's like the same campaigns as before, but just we have new metrics there. So we can see these metrics on all types of
yeah, I know, but to just see a separate campaign and how it will perform, analyze in terms of just better organization of the campaigns. but yeah, so for half relevant things and to track if we will receive the installs, you through installs specifically, like after some time. So yeah, that's interesting.
Well, okay, to conclude it, nothing had changed critically, but there is a little more more data to analyze for us, and this new metric installs view through really interesting. How Apple calculated and how it will affect on our on clients or like developers' motivation to start more Apple Search Ads campaigns, to invest more in it. I don't know. We'll see. It's intriguing for me. Okay, thank you, guys. I can stop to share my screen, and let's see if we have any questions. We can see. Oh, okay. Everyone who are listening us to, you can send your questions in open chat button. You can ask about this topic or something around it, about ASO or user acquisitions specifically. Let's wait for a minute, maybe someone can send something.
Everybody's sleeping.
Maybe, I don't know. I see many people from their mobile phones, so maybe it's hard for them just to text it. Yeah, maybe it was a boring topic for them. What do you think about ChipTweak ASO tool? Nice question. Thank you. Anastasia, maybe you can answer because as I know, you have more experience with it than me. About ChipTweak ASO tool. Oh, we don't hear you.
Micro.
Can you turn on your mic? Yeah.
And now, yeah,
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
now I'm there. Yeah, so Optic is nice for its speed. So it's pretty like fast working, and overall how many keywords it tracks and can show that your app ranks for. So I like Uptweak for this one. The second important feature that I really like, and it's very important to ASO specialists, is that it tracks the changes in the apps, like the A/B tests when they're running A/B tests, when they're running in-app events, doing updates like metadata updates. So it's maybe one of the most important features, at least for me. And yeah, this kind of stuff. But for example, if you need to track if your app is being featured, then I know App Figures is doing this work maybe like much better. As App Store, for example, can feature apps automatically in other countries, not like top tier countries. So it depends actually on your needs. So what you'd like to do with an ASO tool. So, but if it's for tracking your competitors and working with text metadata and just collecting semantic core, so yeah, that's a nice tool, but pricey. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can add that it's really one of the best ASO tools. You can definitely use it. We in RedSO we use ASOlytics. It's more convenient for us. They're our partners, and we directly help them to develop their tool. So sooner or later it will be as good as AppTweak, I guess. It will have many reports and so on. But yeah, you can use AppTweak freely, no problem. Maybe you have more questions. Oh, it's okay. He's asking, I'm beginner for ASO and app growth. What do you suggest to me? It's hard to answer in it in 2 words, to be honest. We can recommend you after this meet some specific books or articles, and it will be your beginning. But of course, first of all, you should understand how to provide keywords optimization. It's the first part, like in general, yeah. Secondly, visual ASO. It's about conversion rate increasing for icons, screenshots, video preview. Then you can go deeper. You can research how to implement in-app events or promotional in-apps and how to get featuring, how to achieve it. So many stuff inside. First of all, you should know the base, how to create really good metadata. Metadata, it's headings, title, subtitle, and keywords in keywords field in App Store, or how to create title, full and short description in Google Play. It's a base, but it's not enough for now for a really really quality ASO specialist, for the good quality. So we can send you after the meet all what I mentioned. Well, okay. I hope it was useful, and that's all for today. There was a great topics for discussion, and thank you all, guys, my really cool speakers for your help, for the conversation, and thank you to those who listened to us. If you have any questions, you can answer later after this meeting, and we will answer on it. And also you'll see again this record on our YouTube channel. So thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.